know, like I'm not sure if any of you are at the age where your friends have had babies or whatever, but yeah, definitely. But you know when your friend goes, "Hey, look at my baby," and it's an ugly motherfucking baby. And you start complimenting things like, "Oh, look at the shoes." Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt? You're just not even looking at his face. You're like, "Oh, you ugly bastard." But the thing is, like, I looked at baby pictures, like my baby pictures, and I was an adorable kid, and look what the fuck happened to me. So, but it's true, like, when you see, like, really adorable babies, they turn out to be not so good-looking adults. That's why I want my kids to be ugly. Because they'll turn out to be okay adults, I'm hoping. And they won't get kidnapped. Have you seen that Have You Seen Me Now flyer? Them babies are fucking adorable. Why would a kidnapper get an ugly baby and be like, ugh, like, I would've. It's a waste of candy. Anyway, so. I'm gonna tell you a blind date story I had recently. I was at this place called The Grove. It's like an outdoor mall in LA. People are giving shout outs and owls to The Grove. What the fuck? Anyway, so at the time I had what we call IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. You know what I'm saying? It was bad news, but I think, it's a blind date, you know what I'm saying? I might get some, so I went. Anyway, so I meet her at this cafe, we're having a good time, and we're walking to the restaurant, and then all of a sudden the gas started kicking in, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit. So like when the coast was clear, I let her go. I farted. But I think I pushed too hard, because I dooted on myself, right? The thing is, I had khakis on. Now it's a bad situation. So I'm walking, but she's in front of me, and so like I had to think fast, and I'm a genius, right? So I see an old lady. I say, yo, excuse me, it's my dad's birthday coming up. I want to buy him a sweater for his birthday. She said, okay. So she goes in with me. And you know when women go into clothing stores and they get into their section, they lose their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, scarves! Accessories! So I get a sweater and a pair of khakis. And I take it to the counter. I look at the lady and I say, put the sweater away, charge me for the khakis. She said, okay. So she's like ringing me up, and I'm just looking to see where my blind date is. She gives me the bag, and so we walk to the restaurant. And when we get there, I go, excuse me, I'm gonna go freshen up. Be right back. Okay. She was dumb, anyway. So, she was dumb, she was retarded. I'm not saying all women are dumb, I'm saying that particular one was retarded. Anyway, so I go to the bathroom. And I've done check, and indeed I done dooted on myself. So after I wipe myself off clean, I'm thinking to myself, I can't put this in the bag. It's gonna smell up the whole joint, right? So I throw it outside the window. When I open the bag, I see a sweater. It's a shitty situation, man. The pants are outdoors. So I wore the sweater like they were pants, right? There was like a hole where the head's supposed to happen. I can't really explain to my blind date this, right? I just went straight home. Like I just completely flaked on her because I can't just be like, yo, I decided to be an aerobics instructor. I'm supposed to do 10 minutes, right? Okay, somebody say yes. Yes.
You're good.
Okay.
The rest of the
Another 30 seconds. When I was in college, I hooked up with the dorm slut. Every dorm has a slut, don't matter where you go. That one he's doing. And So I'm hooking up with dorm slut, and when I undress her, I see anal beads inside her asshole. And I was young and naive, and I said, what are those? She's like, oh, those are anal beads. I was like, okay, cool. Why are they in your asshole? She goes, if you pull them out, I get excited. What she failed to tell me is I'm supposed to pull them out one by one, slowly, right? So I yank it out like it's a lawnmower. She gets so excited, she doesn't do it, she shat. Now, before I saw the turd, my penis was harder than calculus, right? And I saw the turd, and my penis was like, I don't need to be here, right? I don't need That would fuck the shit out of me, but the beads beat me to it, anyway. Homeless people like to fuck with me. I don't know why. Like one time, I came out of a bar with a Raiders hat on. Not because I like the Raiders, really, but because I got a big forehead and I'm on the cover, right? So, come outside and this homeless guy goes, ha ha! You're not going to playoffs. Woo! He says to me, ha ha! So I looked at him and I said, ha ha! You gotta have dinner tonight. I'm not gonna pity you just because you can't, like, you don't got a house, homie, man. You fuck with them, I'll fuck right back with you, man. I used to have a drinking problem, a really bad one. And one time I got really drunk. My friends were like, yo, let's go across the street, get some food. You know when you're drunk, guys, I know you're in college, so I know a lot of you've been, drunk a lot before. Yeah. Guys, you know when you walk in and you're drunk and the urge to pee hits you, you can't walk another half a block. You gotta pee right then and there. So I turned around and I started peeing what I thought was a bush. And then the bush went, hey! And I was so drunk, I was like, holy shit, I'm Moses. Yo, this is when you know you got a drinking problem, okay? You're running down the street. Homeless guy following you. And you need a in your hand. You're just like, hey man, people are watching, man. Stay hard, stay big, bro. Stay hard, stay big. Go a little too much, huh? Let me tell you something about, ladies, I'm gonna tell you about dudes. Okay, dudes. When dudes go into a public bathroom and there's like 3 or 4 urinals and it's empty, most guys will go to one all the way at the end to give people space. Recently I was peeing on the farthest one to the left. There was 3, and the next guy came and he parked it right next to mine. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck? What is he doing? And he looks at me, he's like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, why are we talking to each other? We're not women. What are we doing in the bathroom talking? I was like, hey, what's up? And then slowly, I'm just trying to like this edge. You know? And all of a sudden, I felt like this whole area of my body started getting hot. You know what I mean? I look over, homeboy's checking me out. Now I took Taekwondo for 17 years. That was before I was skinny back then. You know what I mean? I gotta do that. But the point is, my sabunim, my master, never taught me how to defend myself with my penis hanging out. I mean, if we were close, we could fight that motherfucker. But I was like, I can't. That's awkward. Go soon, but last bit. I was suicidal for a bit, so I decided to go skydiving. The freedom of jumping and seeing the earth. I don't know, some hippie told me about it, and I was like, all right, let's go. So I'm thinking, like, what's the worst thing that could happen aside from dying or getting hurt? And it fucking happened. I jump off this plane, right? And the guy attached to me whispers, I'm horny. That's a crappy situation, man. You're 20,000 feet in the air, you can't yell for help. You can't punch the motherfucker out. You take this mid-air molestation all the way to the ground, that fucking sucks. You know what sucks even more though? Imagine, if you will, close your eyes, picture it, you're getting mid-air molested. Okay? Picture it. And you see the ground getting closer and closer and closer. And in your mind you're like, yes, it's almost over. Right, when you think that, the guy pulls a parachute. I ain't done with you. Yo, before I go, I'm selling my DVD over there somewhere for whatever you want to pay for it. Okay, so I mean, as long as it's not change, because you're an asshole if you give me change. But as long as it's paper, we good, okay? So thank you very much. My name is Danny Cho, and enjoy the rest of your day.